Okay, guys, so welcome to Harry's Daughters podcast. I am your host, Natalie, and my co host is
Dad!
aka Harry. Woo! It has taken us a while to get here.
Yes, I tend to agree.
Let's talk about how we got here. So, I wanted to do this podcast from like a couple years ago.
That long?
Yeah, a couple years ago. And then this year, I think Dad said yes. And then
No. I was forced to say yes. But then fate obviously said yes.
okay. What made you say yes, even if you were forced? Because you didn't have to say yes.
Well, I guess afterwards,
I was like the persistence.
it was the persistence, but then I realized, you know what? I don't need to be shy. It's mostly the talking, the camera, everything is like, no, I don't want to be there. But after a while, I realized, you know what? This is natural for me.
Yeah.
Don't believe that.
If people think I can talk, yeah, I get it from my dad. That's one thing my brother says, that both of us can talk.
Wow.
What you
Seriously?
He's chatting. But yeah, so this year we agreed, and I actually wanted to do this in May. Then you went to Barbados, and I said, yeah, while Dad's away, I'm gonna get all the equipment, I'm gonna get it sorted. I was looking at studios, and I wanted to just go to a studio, and I wanted them to like do the recording, the video, but the economy. That.
By the way, people, don't forget hard Bajan.
Oh, you're modeling hard Bajan. Come on.
Bajan today.
Whose brand is that?
Nephew Jordan.
Jordan English.
English.
Referring hard Bajan to the world. If you didn't know, now you know. But I'm also wearing homegrown from Uzo. So we're both supporting local businesses.
There we go.
But yeah, Dad went to Barbados, and I wanted to get it all sorted before he came back. But when I was like, the studio prices, it's so expensive. Like, I can buy the equipment, and then my brother had some equipment, and we started, and I couldn't figure it out. Blah 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 blah. And then Father's Day comes. I was like, oh, it's Father's Day. I might as well announce that I'm doing a podcast. So that's June. We're now in September. So from June to September, it just wasn't really happening. And then we recorded one episode actually, but I didn't like the setup. And then so you see the lovely lights. If you're watching, you'll see the lights behind us that says Harry's Daughter, which Harry made.
The guy is
because I saw the light sign and I wanted it, but the man on Etsy told me $469, and I said, ¿Por qué? No, please, no. We cannot be doing such things. So Debbie and Dad, their creative team, put it together, and then yeah, it's just been about timings and finally getting here. But we're here.
We made it.
From May to September.
It's a short time in life.
You know.
Things takes time.
Good things come to those who wait. So well done for waiting, guys. We're here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Your patience has paid off.
And so yeah, so the reason why I wanted to do this podcast anyway was literally because for a few reasons I thought like it's gonna force us to spend time together.
Pardon me?
It's gonna force us to spend time together.
We do spend time together though.
Yeah, but not as much as we used to.
Yeah, but life's so busy. Everyone's doing their own little thing. Everyone's getting on. So you'll find as time goes by, you probably have less time because social life and other things are calling.
Yeah, so like that, this will force us to spend time together, have more conversations. Because there used to be a time where I could call you 5 times in a day.
Yeah, fair enough. But then,
but
you
life.
have a lot to do.
Oh, you're saying I was jobless?
You obviously
at uni. At uni, if I ever needed anything or if I was stuck on anything, even if I'm driving and I'm like, can I park here? I'll call you.
Unless I get the call. So I used to talk her when she's on her way home on her own. I'll get that call. So I'm working as a cab driver. The earpiece is in, blah blah, and I'm having to talk her home till she gets home. So yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that would be good. I also thought I see a lot of stuff online about parents, but they're all like new parents, or their kids are like sub 15. So they're talking about parenthood, fatherhood, but their children are still relatively young. I haven't seen anything where it's like parents of their adult children and what that looks like, and navigating life when your child is now an adult and you're still involved in your child's life. You see a lot of stuff now. It's like, yeah, we're having more positivity about fatherhood, motherhood, but the children are young. But I haven't seen it for our age, and so I thought that would be good. I thought you do have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share because you've been doing this for a long time. So it would be good.
What, fatherhood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a good long while father, grandfather. So why not? I already feel like I share you, Papa H, as people call him, with others. So I might as well open it up to the world. Might as well open it up to the world and be sharing some wisdom, having conversations, creating community. Yeah, that's the hope for me, really.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah, conversations, fun. Um, yeah, just talk about life and everything that pertains to life, really. But I guess with the start of the podcast, we've just kind of introduced why we're having it, but I don't feel like we've properly said who we are. So, like, who are you, Mr. Harry?
I am Harry Hackett.
Mr. Hackett.
Mr. Hackett to most people out there. Some call me Bob, but there's
Bob.
a reason for that there. Bob the Builder, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree.
So yeah. No. That there's lots of people on the book who wants to join my society. As far as, like, can I adopt them? In other words, because they think I'm a special person. But yeah, no.
What do you do with yourself?
What do I do with myself? I'm not sure how to answer that.
What do you enjoy doing? You
What
already
do I
said you're
enjoy
a
doing?
cab driver, so
I enjoy doing most things. Once upon a time, back in the day, partying from Thursday right through till Sunday, weekend, as it goes.
okay.
Back to work Monday morning, and as a youngster, we do all those things. But we come to a certain stage in life, you become a father, you become a parent, then things changes. Then obviously, as you all know, as a parent, if you are a parent, responsibilities comes to you, and obviously you have to run with them. Some of us do, some of us don't. But it is good if you can run with it. It's not all of us are in a situation that we can actually deal with it properly, but it'll still be nice if you can try if you are in that situation. And I have certainly taken the bull by the horns, as they say, and ran with it. And truth be spoken, I've got no regrets. Sometimes we have disagreements, as families do, but that goes with part of life. Yeah. So, as why am I?
No, yeah. What else? What do you enjoy doing? So you enjoy.
Sorry. Apologies. What else do I enjoy doing?
You enjoy gardening.
Gardening is one of my favourite things.
You enjoy eating mangoes.
Fruits, well, not just mangoes, but fruits in general. I mean, you should see the amount of cane I've got today. I got this massive bundle of cane, sugar cane. Mangoes is one of my favourites, as we all know. But I can go through the list of fruits, and you'll probably think, when is this guy gonna stop? Did he ever stop chatting? As Natalie says, mangoes, oranges, sour sock, sweet sock, you name it, I can eat it, kind of thing. So I've got no problems with fruits. But yeah, I just love life in general, really and truly. I mean, I love my family. I like I like the time when the kids are like, the kids obviously at a certain age now where they're like, youngest are 27 and they still say, Dad, can I come on holidays with you? It's like, wow, that's a thing that most kids don't want to do with their parents when they get to a certain age. I guess it's because I'm paying, that's why. But
well, I would still come, but the fact that you're paying is extra incentive. But I'll still enjoy your company.
We know that already, but that was just a joke in a sense.
But hey, if you want to pay for me, I'm not gonna say no.
But yeah, no, but it's good. Even it's just from young going through school stuff. I mean, I was in a job before. I was a cab driver as an engineer, building television studios here, there, and everywhere up and down the country. But it came to a point where I thought, like, my kids are growing up quick, and I'm not seeing them because I'm traveling a lot from work. And I decided, you know what, that had to stop, because I was living out of a suitcase or a black bag, which you want to call it, Monday to Friday. And so kids' life was just growing. I didn't see them. I didn't know what's going on. So that had to come. So at the point in time where I became a cab driver, which just was more than, what would I say, became a cab driver because it was a challenge. People are saying it's hard. And I decided, you know what, I'll try it. But it came and I've done it. 3 years, boom, Bob's uncle. And yeah, but I wasn't making as much money as I was doing my other job. But the family part of life then kicked in, realized that I can make a lot of money doing what I was doing before, but then I'm not going to have a family or I'm not going to see my kids grow. And that was important. So I worked nights and I was available for the kids in the day at school, doctors and nursery, sickness or whatever it might be. And that part I enjoyed very much, and I still do. You know, when the kids say, Dad, where can I park? Dad, I got a ticket. Dad, this, that, you know. Dad's still always there for whatever is required whenever it's required. So yeah, I enjoy that part of life as being a father.
What about being a granddad? Because you're a granddad too.
Granddad, yes.
Lady
Lady Blair. Took her to her first, what, 6, how old is Blair now? 6, 7 years old. Took her for her first party. First
the fun fair.
Fun fair.
I remember that picture. She's
Ice
standing there
cream
with that ice cream
down her face and stuff. And Mum wasn't too happy about that because it was sugar. But you know, sorry Jade. It had to be done. And yeah, so now we were three grandkids in. Jade, Beckford, and now Aleda, the latest to join the party. Aleda. I don't know, you kids go give these kids funny names, man.
Dad, oh my God.
I remember Andre, his mum giving that name. I think, don't know. Andre, where'd that come from? I like the old time names, you know what I mean?
That's why you were so adamant that I was going to be called Natalie.
Natalie was one of my favorites names. Natalie or Natasha. She had to be one of those two.
Yeah, Mum said you had already decided that my name was going to be Natalie.
Yeah, it's one of those two, Natalie or Natasha. And then Natalie just trumped it, basically. And she's a Natalie. If you look at her, she just looks like a Natalie. I mean, peaceful. Don't believe that. Quiet. Don't believe that.
So what about me looks like a Natalie?
But yeah, no.
But it's funny because when people sometimes, I'm like, oh yeah, people call me Natalia, and I'm like, where did that come from? I'm like, oh, sometimes that's what my dad calls me, but my dad was the one that named me Natalie, so it's weird that he's the one that's also calling me Natalia when you're the one that gave me Natalie.
I almost said Nats, as I was always short of most people's name anyway.
That's true. But at a point, you used to call me Natalia when I was in secondary school.
I'm not sure why that was, but for whatever reasons, it obviously was there. So yeah, I ran with that at the time. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, let me get into the question that I had for you.
Question time.
The first thing was, what's your favourite thing about being a dad?
What's my favourite thing about being a dad? That's a very hard question, actually. What's the favourite thing about being a dad?
Or what's your least favourite, if that's easier?
The least favourite is having to tell them they're doing wrong. They should know by now. No.
That's valid.
What's my favourite thing about being a dad? Dads, someone help me, please. Who's out there? Anyone can hear me? Give me a shout, please. You got my number? 965 at the end.
Oh my God. Leave it in the comments. Or send us your favourite thing about being a dad, because my dad is struggling.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
I feel like the
much.
answer should be having an amazing child or amazing children, i.e. me.
Help! No, truth be told, my kids, I love the kids to bits. and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. So it goes without saying. That's why the question is so hard. What's your favorite thing being a dad? Because just, I mean, having them around, being there for them, doing things. Um, I just most dads do the same, I guess, in a way. Just love the kids and spoil them. Um, in the days I used to love the football, kind of football with the boys. I remember Natalie, we used to take Natalie, used to go ice skating, and the boys used to go football, and myself and Elaine, we used to run here, run there. And weekends was like, really look forward to weekends of doing the things with the kids. You know, it wasn't about myself, it was about the kids. And I remember when the football came to an end, it was like, what the hell, excuse my language, what are we going to do now? You know? But, you know, I always remember going football, and so Natalie was scared of dogs back then.
I still am.
She probably still is, what she said. And I actually bought a dog so that, you know, we can get rid of this fear. And I was
Like,
telling her the dog
who
was
does
coming.
that?
It wasn't a dog, it was a pup. So let's get it right. It was a pup. Very nice little pup. So who could not love a puppy? Natalie did take to the puppy, but that was the only thing she took to as far as 4 legs are concerned.
Yeah, I was scared of dogs. We got a puppy, and then I just became not scared of that dog,
but scared of the others.
So I only liked our dog.
So the option, so it basically, I didn't get around that scenario. But enough football with the kids, doing things with the kids at weekends, going ice skating, getting to do the things that I didn't do as a kid, like, you know, go-kart racing with the kids at their parties and stuff. I used to love it. I like entertaining, and when it comes to the kids' parties, I'll invite Bob and his uncle, you know. So yeah, it was good fun, and I used to look forward to that there, along with obviously a few of the other friends, the dads and stuff. Yeah, kids growing up, it was a challenge, trying to be there for them all the time, having to go to work, because, as I said, a lot of times my work used to take me literally around the country, because I did a lot of work on football grounds back then when they were young. And but weekends was nice to get back home and just do the things that, you know, let's go pictures, let's go. But unfortunately, I got pictures and I fall asleep, and they would never let me forget it.
Because I don't understand. Did you come here to sleep, or there was no? I don't ever recall going to sleep. It was with you and you not falling asleep.
It was just being with you guys. It was just there, and you know that you got to kind of enjoy it, and I could get asleep.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, it was good fun. That was all good back then. Still good to the point now. What do I love about being a dad? What else? I think more just know that you're there for someone to help them, direct them, and they're yours in the sense of your kids, and you can see them grow up and do the things that's right, basically.
Do you wish you had more kids?
No. It's enough. Half a dozen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's enough, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
you
expensive.
never know. Some people,
it's expensive being a parent, trust me.
Yeah.
More expensive than having a mortgage. And so, you know, and I mean, we've been on many holidays. Many holidays. We travel a lot as when the kids were young, you know. So, but there's times where a vacation or holiday, depending on what you want to call it, what part of the world you're from, it could be up to £10,000 plus for me. And so it wasn't cheap kind of holidays, but you know what? We did. We traveled quite a lot, and we still do to a point right now. You know, so I work to live, not live to work, and make sure that the kids, we had a good time. And a lot of them, I can't remember certain places they've been to because they were so young. And so it's like, but in my head, I've still got the good memories of them being there when they were young, even though they can't remember. It was all good back then, you know. So got the pictures to prove that we've been here, we've been there. So yeah, it's all good.
I think that will be it for our first episode, because I feel like if I ask my second question, we'll be here for a lot longer.
Especially the way we talk.
So, and we're already at 20 minutes. And I wanted it to be 30 minutes, but I think it will go on and on. So, I think we'll round up like yeah, this is our first episode. Hopefully, many more. We're gonna be on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and then those platforms where you get podcasts, so Apple, Spotify, all of that good stuff. So if you wanna join the family, because we're all a family here, you know, you can connect with us on one of those platforms. Excuse me. And yeah, like we will be. I do want us to do, you know, help you guys as well. So if you guys want any advice or any questions that you want to ask dad, like if you maybe don't have like a close relationship with your dad, or you don't have a dad or father figure in your life, but you would like some fatherly advice or sisterly advice from me, you can always write to us and send us a DM, send us an email. All of that will be in the show notes below. Ooh, show notes. Yeah, and you can you can let us know. Send your questions in, and then we'll answer them on one of our episodes. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Dad.
Not a problem, my sister, my
Um,
daughter, and my friend.
yes, that's so cute. All right, bye guys.